Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Mana. I'm the Serious JG. As you can see, we've had a gender change. We're now a girl, and our name is Maria, because that was the first of the default names that I liked. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Well, she won't be a problem for long, because we'll be loading the game not too long into this video. But I figured we might as well see what she looks like. We won't see her in combat, but I imagine it's pretty damn simple. Yeah, see how... Like, if your whole thing was like, oh, wow, the opening movie showed me this girl's butt, I'm going to play as her the whole game because she's sexy. Yeah, it's not that kind of game. Like, I don't know why they added that intro, which wasn't part of the old game. And, like, just show us the butt shot. This is not a sexualized character in the original version. But we will talk to the Sproutling, and we will do different... I'm a Sproutling. Dialogue option this time. The world can be shaped by your imagination. Did you know that? No, I didn't. Pokiel, the poet, told me that the town of Domina exists because I think it does. People say this world is an illusion, but the Sproutling's no different. If you can't find Domina with your eyes, find it with your imagination. Here, use this. You get the artifact color blocks. That's the town of Domina. People with your hearts can go to a whole new world. Now, see, wasn't it totally worth me going through the whole intro again for that? In fact, it didn't take long because you can skip the movies. But yeah, at some point soon, I'll need to break out the FAQ because we're going to want to make sure we do this first quest correctly. But the color blocks make the town of Domino. Now, mana levels are... I guess we can go to... I don't know what the hell's going on there. I don't think mana levels make that big a difference. This game seems to be a lot more about melee and less about magic, from what I remember. But maybe I didn't get far enough into it for magic to be a big deal. Let's go to the city of... or the town, rather, of Domina. It doesn't seem like a big city when you go there, but it is, I think, probably the biggest city in the game. Because this is a cutesy little fantasy game. So... it's going to have cutesy little fantasy towns. The city music for Domina is... again, all the music in this game is really charming. Hey! At least give me your name. I like a Sproutling, but not quite. I'm a little less Sproutling than a Sproutling. Give me your name. ... Elazul, you filthy peasant. Jeez. He's a piece of work. I'm Dwell, the Onion Warrior. You can tell by my hair, I guess. It kind of makes it look like I have an onion head. I'm off to see my friend Tipo in the shopkeeper's house. Meet me there if you want to talk. But, you know, don't do it till after you've advanced this quest. Or you could lock yourself out forever. We'll come back and talk to this guy in a minute. He has dialogue, but, it's more interesting if we wait. So now we're in the town of Domina. We're heading for this zone, because this is a collection of screens, basically. Oh god, no, his voice sounds like somebody who... My name's Niccolo. I'm a traveling merchant. But I have a problem. The highway's crawling with bandits. Here's what I'm doing video show with. It's too dangerous to leave town. Don't you think so? It's dangerous to go alone. No. How brave of you. Highwaymen are bad for business, after all. We should go teach those bandits a lesson. Once we're done, I'll make you rich. Yes. You're quite the mercenary. I like people who know the value of money. Niccolo's Business Unusual, our very first quest. I just need to stop by and see Tipo. I want you to come too. In case we need to rough him up. So now we've got NPC Niccolo. He is level 2. 61 hit points. We are only level 1 with 50 hit points, so he is more powerful than us. That will not remain the case for very long. Because you can level Niccolo up, but leveling up is weird. Enemies drop crystals, and if you touch them, you get experience. But he, I guess this is probably why it would be frustrating otherwise, but as a temporary NPC partner, he will avoid those and let your character get them. So he will level up, but only if he kills an enemy and the crystal lands right on top of him and he can't evade it. Usually, the AI moves away from them so that you can get them for your character instead. Now, here's here's the sign that this game might actually be fun.
Everyone with a soul disappears eventually. But Sproutlings don't have souls, so we always stay. The poet Pokeel said so. I hate Sproutlings. I'm always fidgety. They're the scum of the earth. I like the wind. Pay no attention to Sproutlings, they'll only waste your time.
I need to give them more distinct voices, though. I didn't realize the Sproutlings were going to sound that much. I don't know, they're plant people. What could they sound like? They could sound like they're stoned, I guess. I like it when moss grows. And that really fits their dialect, too. I like it when moss grows.
There are too many worthless creatures in this world. I say exterminate them all. They should have their own schools.
I like drinking water.
I wish I was born in a world with nothing but kittens and bunnies.
I like stepping on leaves.
I hate it when they say that. Just stop already.
Everyone with a soul disappears eventually, but Sproutlings don't have souls, so we always stay. The poet Pokeel said so.
I can't stand it anymore. I'm gonna explode.
You know, we Sproutlings don't have souls.
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but I just have to. I hate Sproutlings. The sight of them drives me nuts. I mean, they're murderers and rapists. I'm sure some of them are good people, but they're not sending us their best. They're what's dragging this country down. Dominant doesn't need Sproutlings. People say they're spirits of plants, but that's a lie. They're nothing but scum.
So this game gives us Niccolo, the adorable bunny creature, who also we'll learn is kind of just kind of a lovable scamp who's always trying to get money and has all sorts of schemes, and he's a lovable, adorable, massive fucking racist. That's the kind of dialogue this game is going to give us, just like cutesy environments, and then people are going to say like off-the-wall shit. I sure like the sound of crickets.
Tut tut tut. That's the kind of line I hate the most.
He's got a point. The Sproutlings are fucking annoying. They are. He's not wrong about how they're annoying. The idea that they're the scum of the earth and that he wishes they were all eliminated, that's a bit harsh. I just probably wouldn't go up and talk to Sproutlings that often if they were a real thing just wandering around through villages.
These guys are scum. Don't listen to them. You should squish them instead.
I can't do that. I can do that. I think I'll say I can't do that. I don't know that it makes a difference. This is not one that's described in the fact. I can't do that.
You can't? Neither can I. If you step on them, you get green goo on your feet. Just thinking about it grosses me out. Anyway, I'm just fooling around.
Apparently he has tried to exterminate these things before and he just found it's messy.
You understand.
I'm always fidgety.
I'm no longer responding. That whole side thing is done now.
I like the ground. I like birds and insects. Okay, I thought he might have something to say to this one, but he doesn't. We go through his dialogue about how much he hates Sproutlings, and then it's done. I also like, you know, counting the stars. There must be so many stars up there, dude. I'm a Sproutling. See, I told you, like, I hate this game, and I still think it'll be a fun Let's Play. I'm a Sproutling. We got no souls, you know. Because I remember going around talking to everyone, trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, and having to deal with inane dialogue like this. There are many of us, but we are all one. I like the ground. And so forth. Here is item shop. What did they say? Genonite? That statue desperately looks like it's something we can interact with, and we can't. Oh, I didn't even know you could go into the back room. I'm probably not supposed to be doing that. Knight of Gemma. Buy item, sell item, cancel. Let's... Well, we don't have any money yet. And we don't have any items to sell. So we really can't talk to this lady. Well, if we go to this door instead, you see we got to the same place. Now, off screen, I didn't get up here, so I'm not sure. Oh, Rachel's room. Probably. So Rachel, I think, is the girl running the shop. And she has a little teddy bear. That's adorable. Are you an adventurer? You should at least get some bronze gloves at the shop, then. And don't forget to equip them. Hit triangle when you want to rearrange your gear. Everybody's got some weird fucking animal fantasy thing. Like, it's Beauty and the Beast. Everybody is like a little animal, or... Well, Beauty and the Beast didn't have animals, but it does. You see a teapot back there. That's like some kind of household object that's been brought to life. Like, it's that kind of game. I thought getting Rachel a job would help cheer her up. But now I hardly get to see her anymore. Oh, yeah. Let me give you this book. It's about weapons, armors, and instruments. The fact that you just randomly barged into my house means I should give you stuff. You can keep it in your study, and feel free to check out our shop. Or maybe he knows I'm the protagonist whose imagination will slowly rebuild the world, and therefore is trying to be nice. Receive the Equipment Encyclopedia. Why, if it ain't Niccolo. Hello, Gov. How have you been? Got anything good on ya?
I do as it happens, but it's just too good to let go.
Oi, Niccolo, did you come here to warm me up? I'm not the kind you have to wind up on someday. It's just junk anyway.
Quiet, Onion. You're scum. This is it. It's a wheel I picked up on the highway.
Looks like a regular old wheel to me.
You know, you're right. This is just an old wheel, nothing special. Goodbye. Wait a minute, are I talking like idiots here? Is JJ just like losing his voice entirely here?
Hang on, Gov. Even I can tell that ain't no regular wheel.
I'll take it.
How much do you want for it?
50,000 lucre. Lex lucre.
Total package? Oh. You know, I think it's the video that was lost to the ages and not the actual video one that took, but I definitely made some stupid joke about Lex Luger and then saying, I'd like to join Team Package, but we haven't met any other characters yet. Perhaps we in the Cactus will form Team Package. But now, we got Niccolo and his business unusual. We could be the new Team Package.
Niccolo, you're trying to take advantage of me collectionist's eye.
I'll use my Millennium Eye to cheat in some stupid card game. Then I'll place a card face down in the graveyard and then my turn. Don't nothing cost that much, blimey.
Bring me the 50,000 and you can have it. Until then, I'll let Maria use it.
You get the artifact wheel, like a wheel spider. Niccolo, you're the bleeding worst. I'll get the money, just let me have it.
I'll be back.
Bloody heartless you are. By the way, Niccolo, ain't you got something I could buy right now? Oh, and am I even going to speak to this person who's with you that I've never met before, but just going to pretend they don't exist?
You have to spend money to make money, remember that.
Okay, well that's not that useful, but whatever. They're getting Rachel a job, would cheer her up, but whatever. I know all about battles. I'll teach you everything when the time comes, which will be very shortly. Even though I'm just an onion, I'm still a warrior. An onion warrior. Well, whatever is an onion warrior, right? Well, whatever is an onion warrior, right? How should I know? Well, because you are one, and you just said you... Let's get out of here before we accidentally unlock stories that are not Niccolo's business unusual and get confused and miss content. Alright. Now we have the wheel artifact. The wheel hot rod. Dirty Dog Dennis Rodman has joined our party and has joined Team Package. Now if we put this wheel down here, because artifacts are just whatever the hell the game decides is going to be a magical artifact and create a new zone. And it creates... And people, and this is the thing about this world, like, I guess Are we creating the world with our imagination, or does the world already exist, and as we hear about parts of it, we imagine it and it becomes real for us? Because he mentioned bandits on the highway before we created the highway. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's the idea is that we are literally creating the world, or our characters just being awakened to the world around them through the power of imagination. But they didn't think up Luan Highway. They went to some town, and somebody's talked about a highway, and now, through the power of a wheel, they have made the highway so. And so we and fucking Third Reich Nicola wants to exterminate these plant people. He doesn't seem to have a problem with the Onion Knight, but he really hates the Sproutling. Again, we don't know how he really feels about the Onion Knights. He might be pretty down on them as well. But he does have a little, in some visuals, he has a little, like, bandolero hat. Is that what they call those hats? The big Mexican hats on his back. It's kind of cute. Yep, anyway, let's talk to the Onion Knight here. So that'll take the rest of the video if I voice act all of this, because it's going to be the full combat tutorial. I recognize you. You're that stranger I met in Domino. Your name's, Chumpy, right? Right? Nope. I guess we'll say nope. I don't think it matters. Okay, well, it's not like it matters. Well, he just said it doesn't matter. But I'll still tell you a few useful nuggets to help you in balance. What do you want to know? Abilities, general battle tips, helpful info, or goodbye. Let's learn about abilities. And there's like menus upon menus. Action abilities. Action abilities are useful things you can do in combat. To view them, open the status menu, blah, blah, blah. You should have 2 action abilities there already. You can change them if you want. Select either one, press X, start with 8. You can assign the ones you like with a button. Choose use your action abilities to learn new ones. For example, what do you think you'll learn when you master defend and push? D-push, love and hate, grapple. Grapple makes more sense than the other answers. That's right. The combination of the two is what's important. Special techniques, or STs for short, are major attacks that can be used once your meter is full. Everyone knows at least one, but you have to see it if you want to use it. Set it if you want to use it. You can learn more special techniques by engaging in more battles. The secret is in action abilities. Using them will help you learn special techniques. Try using lunge for now. Learning more action abilities will enable you to learn stronger special techniques. Tapping the buttons. You can press X to perform a quick attack. Hitting it several times in a row to perform a combo. The number of attacks or a combo you can obtain depends on the weapon you're using, but if you do too many attacks, you'll freeze for a while. Use power attacks. You won't be able to move for a little while afterwards. So basically, you have quick attacks and you have a slow attack. And the game does not require you to sit and charge for a million years like some of the prior games did. So that's nice. Like, Secret of Mana's combat system got very tiresome. So this is a little bit more action-oriented than stand around for like 20 minutes charging up level 8 sword attack, then have it miss. Finally, you can change your button configuration. Because in Secret of Mana, if you just go up to stuff and start bashing the button to swing, like, you do almost no damage. It's really annoying, but that's not the gameplay now. Finally, you can change your configuration anytime. By the way, do you think you're a good fighter? Yes. In that case, try finishing off a quick attack with a power attack. After that, there's secret moves you can perform, but you'll have to discover them for yourself. They're called master moves, just so you know. Try one when you're good enough. Oh, and one more thing. You can use an action ability in between a quick attack and a power attack. If you experiment, you'll find you can do some pretty impressive stuff. Think you're up to it? But again, the game doesn't tell you that much about how to do some of this stuff. No way, no sweat. Which buttons? Let's just say, which buttons? Just check on the option menus if you're not sure. You don't have to memorize everything, so you know. Just try mixing all different kinds of moves together and you'll have it figured out in no time. And don't worry if you mess up. I'm always here to help. Are we done with the special abilities yet? No. Crap, this is... can't get out of this now. I thought we could... I thought it was like a love and hate. Haha, that's a good one. Actually, it's crap. Yeah, life is full of laughter, tears, and, sorry, I couldn't think of anything. So now we can get general battle tips. Synchro effects. Synchro is the electric thing at the top of the screen. We're going to go through all this once, folks, and that'll be it. Don't worry. Synchro is that electric thing at the top of the screen when you're fighting enemies. Electric thing. It's kind of hard to explain. It shows up near the HP meter when you're close to a friend during battle. It has a helpful effect, and everyone is different. That's what friends are for, right? Hit points regenerate naturally. You get hurt, back off a little, using the extra ability to crouch, restore them faster. You can pick up some candies or chocolates for a quick HP boost. Yeah, some enemies, when you defeat them, drop an HP boost instead of experience, which is, at this point in the game, frustrating because the enemies are not that difficult, and you appear to get full health back after every fight. The special technique meter fills up a little when you hit an enemy. Once it's full, you can let loose with a killer special technique. Remember, special techniques are used with L1 and R1. Of course, you can always change your button configuration if you feel like it. Helpful info. Enemies are too strong. You can dodge attacks pretty easily if you keep moving up and down, but you can learn how an enemy attacks by getting hit a lot. You can use any weapon, but I like the two-handed ones. They rock. That is not what the FAQ I have read suggests, sir. It's too difficult. Just go out and have fun. You can't do anything unless you try. Don't be too hard on Sif. Just give it your best. Okay, whatever. How can I win? Try shouting your sweetheart's name before a fight. It's the only way. It sure helped me when I had to move my huge piano. If that doesn't do the trick, maybe you should try stunning the enemy. You can do it by hitting them over and over again with a combo. You can tell when you've got a combo going because you'll glow blue. Once the enemy's stunned, thrash them with a killer special technique. That actually seemed useful. The rest of it was mostly comic relief. Well then. So, let's just go fight through the screens that I was going back and forth through. See, they drop little crystals. Niccolo tries to avoid them. Although he picked up 3 there. Yeah, but combat doesn't seem to be avoidable most of the time. I leveled up. We won. Another battle. See, I don't seem to be blowing. Oh, there's the. Maybe that was the blue glow there they were referring to. We picked up Big Seed. Clear to screen. We got to the fork in the road, and some character I did not speak to off screen. So let's. I want to see if I can just ignore combat and leave. No, I don't think I can. He's going for the giant swing, the finisher of the giant. Yeah, it's like a big super throw that he's doing there. Grappling techniques out of. Oh, and we learned cutting bamboo as a special super technique. I should probably use the super technique before we get out of the zone, but I guess I have not equipped any special techniques. Because I now have enough points to use one. I thought I had one on by default. It looks like I didn't equip anything. We got animal meat, no experience. Boo. Oh, never mind, I'm on the wrong screen for this anyway. Okay, so I will equip. We have jump and defend. Now our special techniques and magic. Special technique. Aye, strike. And cutting bamboo. R1 and R2. Elbow will save for magic. Here's the Aye strike. Looks like it missed the enemy that was too close to me, but it took that guy out completely, as you'd expect on one of the first enemies you can encounter in the game being hit with your special attack. Cool beans, guys. All sorts of progress being made. But now, if we attempt to leave, exit to world map, yes. Oh, that's weird. thought I lost Niccolo as a companion when I did this off-screen. Maybe I did something wrong and I shouldn't... Oh, I might have lost a lot of off-screen progress if it turns out... Well, no, not that much. I have a save slot where he's still with us. If you're acting, go to a whole new world. Oh, that's what it is.
I have some business to attend to. See you later.
So this is kind of more or less where I ended my... Because if we were to return to title screen and come back, and I picked my most advanced of these save slots, got slightly more game time here. And we'll see if Niccolo comes back to our party or if we just lost him forever. Take him to bed or lose him forever. So that's the Niccolo. So now you can see we've changed gender and are a boy again. You can see that I've got master moves off. I don't know what that means. Well, anyway, armor-wise, I've picked up armor from the town. We've got different instruments, but I don't really know what they're for yet. We've been picking up all sorts of items, and I want to like stress it was only like an hour, maybe two, yeah, maybe it was more than that because I was watching like other people Let's Plays and Mystery Science Series and stuff, just trying to level up. But yeah, we got to level 2 in that video. Well, now we're at level 7. We're significantly more powerful. And we bought a whole lot more stuff, but the main difference is probably for the abilities. We now have, I believe, all of the abilities that you can equip in those slots. And Flip, Moonsault, and Taunt, I think I had equipped because I was trying to learn a specific sword technique. But like Flip Kick is useful because it does damage. And then Swift Evasive Action is pretty good. But I've got instead of just like IE Strike and Bamboo Cutter, I've got Dynamite X, Bird of Prey, Tiger Claw, Blade Launcher. Like, you learn all this stuff just from fighting and doing different techniques. So early on you're unlocking a lot of new techniques. Eventually that will taper off, I'm sure. And once you get magic, we won't want to have 4 different sword finishers set up anyway. But yeah, with defense, these things, like, I was a little annoyed. I bought one of each type of armor and then found out you only have 3 slots. So even the first store, they sell things that, like, you can only have 3 things equipped, even though, like, I've got a helmet, but there's no place to equip it because I've got gauntlets, boots, and a halberd. So, but I figure I had grinded for enough money that wasting a tiny bit of money buying that extra stuff was not really going to be a game breaker. Let's talk to him. But I don't think anything will happen yet because we haven't finished Niccolo's Business Unusual yet. Certainly got more things we can read about now. For example, we've met Niccolo. He says he believes in bringing joy to his customers with his deals, but he's more interested in lining his own pockets, dislikes the Sproutlings, the Flowerlings, and anyone with no money. It sounds like a bit of an asshole. Elazul, Pearl's knight, and one of the youngest Jumi. He speaks and acts in a brash manner, and thus starts the occasional fight. We haven't talked to him, we just saw him. Little cactus, a shy little cactus. He is a succulent of few words, but he appears to be thinking about many things. How are you getting this? Duel, an onion warrior. He likes everything to be straightforward and hates people like Niccolo with a passion. It's nice to know that, like, these adorable fantasy characters have deep, deep hatred for each other. Mark, Rachel's father and the owner of Domina's item shop. He loves his family more than anything, but they seem to be a little sick of his overdoses of affection. Jennifer, Mark's wife. Oh, never mind. I thought that was his daughter. Mark's wife, who prefers spending time outside her husband's item shop. She is a chatterbox who says anything that crosses her mind, even though she didn't talk to us at all in this video because we didn't have money to buy anything. Tipo, a magical life form with a kind heart. She thinks she is a jewelry collector. Oh, I was not making her a female at all. Most of her pieces are glass fakes that Niccolo sold to her. Sproutlings, little creatures that seem to appear out of nowhere and end up living in towns all over Fadiel. They all share a single mind, and they're stoned off their asses. But we certainly know more, well, lands, whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, make a habit of reading all this stuff, but it's a lively town. Oh, it's a church with fabulous views of the countryside. We want highway. The highway once thronged with merchants and entertainers, but the bandits control the roads these days. Some say one of the 7 wisdoms lives nearby. The bandits would appear to be rabbites and, like, birds and plant monsters. Less so than bandits. Color blocks. A town changes through the ages, according to the citizen. It changes not to accommodate a new age, but to bring about a new age about. How does that describe color blocks? Even longest roads are shaped by the hundreds of wagons that traverse them. Roads remember their travelers and pass those memories onto the wheels that rut them. Sure they do. That's absolutely a thing. Armor. They're just going to describe what... You're not going to describe individual pieces. They're just going to tell you, here are what boots are. Here is what a ring is. Gauntlets. Robes. Hauberks. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. This is a wide variety. There's a wide variety of hauberk types, from highly decorated ceremonial creations to display pieces that are too cumbersome for practical use. Yeah, so none of the ones that they describe within this wide range are useful. And, of course, monsters. Rabbites. Oh, strong against Wisp and Dryad, weak against Shade and Aura. A round bunny-eared monster, watch out for its biting attacks. We got plants. Well, the lullaby is a plant. Spews toxic poison to poison its enemies. Oh, pollen. Okay. Stinger bugs attack with scythe-like forearms with huge needles on its tail. Everything hates Shade and Aura at this point in the game. Actually, I guess I could have checked here. Confirm elemental attributes. Does not affect your pet monsters. Example above shows the monster becomes stronger in lands with a more Wisp and Dryad influence, weaker in Shade and Aura. Okay. Alright, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back next time, we will, well, we'll see if I have to load game because we've lost the assistance of Hideyoshi, the racist rabbit, forever. But if we haven't, and he joins us when we return to the highway, we will have him joining us when we return to the highway. Otherwise, we will be loading a slightly earlier state where I saved at a save point on the road. Either way, next time, action with Niccolo, the racist son of a bitch.